Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Again, Daniels to the air. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So they'll decline this and take the results. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. Takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly. They're going to throw. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's not going to get there. Stop short of the line, and the lead stays at 6 points. Quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Center under Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. And the Falcons take possession of the football. The Falcons with a chance to boost their lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Cousins out of the pistol here. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. He fires one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Fourth down, 24 yards, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons bump the lead up to 13 points. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll have half the work done for them already. He's out of bounds right at the midfield stripe.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So on now is Austin Seibert for the Commanders' field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Here comes Williams on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Moore's got it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Play made by Deron Payne. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Falcons will have a first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. From the gun, it's Robinson. Jukes one defender. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd and 1. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 23. He's got time. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Daniels throwing on 3rd. He's on the move. Complete. It's McLaurin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Falcons take possession at midfield after forcing that turnover. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. That one's cut along the left sideline. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Robinson on the inside give. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Linky Luvu there for the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Play action now for Cousins. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Pitts brings it in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield. First down from the red zone. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Flushed out of the pocket. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Now Cousins again. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons put up even more points in a win. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching them off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Daniels back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Looking. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Throwing this back in the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away. That's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
3rd and long for Daniels. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Out of the gun, Daniels. He lets a heater go deep, middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Justin Simmons. And the Falcons have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
1st down throw for Cousins. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons can rest easy with a 3-score lead. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Wow, they're going to pass it here. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Now Cousins on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. but they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Got a man. It's Drake London. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm. Koo on now for the extra point. Oh, look at, caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. He's at the 30. And he does it, Brock. He takes the fumble all the way back for 2 points the other way.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Power squib kick is taken in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders making the scoreboard look a touch better. All right, Brock, let's see. Let's see if this is able to provide a little spark, because their offense just hasn't been able to consistently provide their own so far this game.
Yeah, a little spark, a little charge, a little juice, a little bit of energy. He wouldn't be denied trying to do what he can to jolt this team.
And it's up and good, and they'll get one last tally in the final act of this ball game. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.